Hey everyone, it's AGYT Avid here. I am way behind on these reviews for season 11, but I'm getting through them pretty quickly now. I'm going to have one out. I'll try to every day this week to get caught up to where we're at on episode 7, and then episode 8 will come on Sunday, most likely, along with the World Beyond season 2, episode 1 review, and then episode 2 of World Beyond and 3 will be next week, and so on and so forth. Same with Fear. Um, I'll be a little bit more active with Fear just because that is my favorite at this moment, but you know, we'll see. We'll see what goes on. So we're going to be talking about season 11, episode 3, titled Hunted. If you haven't seen that episode, please be wary of spoilers. So, the Reapers have attacked, they've made their appearance, and Maggie, Negan, Alden, Daryl, everybody just gets separated. We have a few deaths, actually, quite a few in this episode. Nobody major, mainly just Cole and, I'm sorry, we have Cole, Agatha, Duncan, and I think that's it. Frost, he shows up in the episode after this, so we'll see what happens to him then. But yeah, Frost makes it out of there. Daryl and Dog go chasing after this Reaper. Maggie is kind of left alone. Alden and Negan find her. Alden gets injured though, so they have to kind of like carry him throughout this episode. It's a very big struggle bus episode for Maggie specifically because she's losing her people. She is in danger of losing Alden due to his injuries, and Negan is not exactly keen on sticking around and carrying around Alden all this time. He just thinks they need to go back to Alexandria. But of course, Maggie's not gonna do that because that's not how Maggie is. She needs to help her people, and she's not gonna go back to Alexandria empty-handed. And I think Negan does understand that, but at the same time, he's there's even a point where they hear Agatha fighting walkers and they hear a scream, and then Negan's like, "Oh, we're just gonna go towards the screaming." Cool. Oh man, Negan is killing it this season. We get some dialogue between him and Maggie that is of course filled with tension. As Maggie's like, "You're a free man, Negan. You want to go? You can go. Like, we don't need you. You don't need to be here with us. Stop pretending you're one of us. You don't have me fooled." Just stuff like that, and it kind of pisses me off a little bit, but I understand. I understand where Maggie's coming from, but I love Negan, trying to be the good guy, and to see him kind of get not sidelined, just discredited and put down by Maggie. It's hard to watch sometimes, but it doesn't lower the quality of the episode at all for me. And back at Alexandria, they're struggling to get these walls up from where the Whispers attacked. Carol, Kelly, Magna, and Rosita decide to go out and look for horses. They do actually find one, and it runs away from them. And then they find a whole bunch of horse carcasses and just horse bodies everywhere, which was pretty brutal, to be honest. And but then there is a hopeful moment. They are heading back to Alexandria. They're like, maybe next time. And then there's a moment where all these horses just run out of the woods, and it's a really nice, beautifully shot scene with and some great music. It's one of the happier moments of this season so far, and that statement still probably stands now, even when we're at episode 7, nearing episode 8. But yeah, it was a very nice moment, and they penned the horses in, and they managed to tame them, and they bring them back to Alexandria. But here's where the darkness has to kick in, and Carol slits one of the horses' throats because they are going to use one of them to eat off of, and Judith and RJ, Gracie, and Herschel, they're all eating eating some horse and just reminiscing and talking about, their parents, because of course Judith and RJ are definitely missing Michonne, and I'm sure Herschel is missing Maggie, but they'll all see their parents again. I'm so certain of that. I'm not sure if it'll be in this TV series. Maybe it'll be in the movies. Michonne gets reunited with Judith, and RJ, maybe Rick too, but I don't know. We'll have to see then. But yeah, Duncan gets taken out. He gets a bunch of knives thrown at him, and Maggie puts him down once they find Agatha. And then as for Agatha, she gets a pretty brutal death. She starts getting bitten. She gets bitten on the arm, and Maggie's running towards her, and she's like, "Go, go," like trying to tell Maggie she needs to just go and leave her. But Maggie is just kind of adamant about not leaving her, even though she left Gage behind to die. She just let Gage die, but this, Agatha was already being bitten a bunch of times before Maggie even was like, "No, we need to get her." Like, what logic do you have, Maggie? I'm just starting to think Maggie's just in it for her own people and doesn't really care about these Alexandrians and these hilltop people that she, might not know after some years that she's been gone. But I don't know. We'll have to see where that goes, if Maggie makes any more risky decisions this season. But yeah, Agatha dies. Negan pulls Maggie away. They find a church and they decide to leave Alden there. We get some great character development with Alden, but unfortunately, I don't think it's gonna last, because I am almost certain when they find him, or when we catch back up with Alden again, he'll be a walker most likely, or he'll be one of the Reaper's victims. We'll see. Or he could survive. It would be a really, really good moment if he actually does survive. I'm hoping for that. But, yeah, it's not looking too good for old Alden right now. But yeah, Negan and Maggie leave. And of course, you get Negan killing Walker and Maggie looking at the blood dripping off the crowbar, obviously reminiscing about the blood of Glenn and Abraham dripping off of Lucille from the season 7 premiere. What else? There's some mini things I was leaving out here. Magna wants Carol to kind of stop giving Kelly false hope about Connie, because if you guys remember, Connie is still out there. She's with Virgil, and just saying right now, 11:06, episode 6, we do actually catch up with Connie. That'll be a fun video, because I really love that episode. It's probably one of my favorites of the season so far. But yeah, we'll enjoy that. But yeah, it's a really interesting story they have going on here with Kelly. Very hopeful to find Connie, and Magna's just trying to accept that maybe Connie isn't alive. I wouldn't blame Magna, because we heard her explain the whole situation, what happened in the cave. But I don't know, man. We'll have to see. But that's all for this review. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you are enjoying season 11 so far. I'm sorry I'm so behind on these reviews, but I am trying. We do have like 3 Walking Dead shows almost in the same, almost at the same time. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, guys, and take care. Goodbye.